Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Broadway Limited Paragon 3 EMD SW7 switcher. Quite a mouthful. It's already out of the box, so I'm not going to fool you. I had to do some testing with my track because I'm having in-scale track problems. I wanted to make sure it was all worked out, so this is already out of the box. Really nothing crazy about the box anyway. I mean, it had foam packaging. There's one little piece of paper going over some things, like warranty underneath, but we'll go over this little locomotive, tiny in-scale locomotive from Broadway Limited, packed with sound and DCC. It's kind of crazy what they fit in this. Let's take a closer look. Alright, I'm zoomed in as much as I can. I thought I might have to bust out the microscope on this thing, but you have a headlight and stanchions up front with a coupler and a little area where the drop step is here. You can see the compartment detail on the side along with some molded in detail back here, and radiator area is right up here with a grab iron. It is separately applied. Bell is right in front of these spark arresters here, and exhaust stacks for the engine. Horn is located right up here, a little hard to see. It's tucked out there on the hood. A little safety tread on the walkway, a little extra stanchion area here as well, and a little walkway up to the cab. Pretty decent truck detail as well. As we swing this around, you can see Serves All the West on the side, an old UP slogan, and there are even windshield wipers on this back windshield and some detail inside. A little hard to see, but nonetheless it is there. Go ahead and turn this light around, maybe shed a little bit of extra light on it so you can see the detail. Again, another light in this direction, all LED lighting on this locomotive, and more compartment detail and more of the same on this side. So a little fuel tank there in the middle. Pretty simple locomotive, pretty simple switcher used to switch, pieces of rolling stock, different tracks, and get them ready to head out on the main road. So a very small locomotive, but I think what's very interesting about this locomotive more than anything, like I said, is how much they've crammed into this in terms of DCC and sound. So let's go ahead and operate this on my little test strip of in-scale track that should be all ready to go now, and see how it operates and sounds. Alright, it's all on the test track, ready to go. F9 fires it up. It's a startup sequence. This is a fully functional decoder crammed in this little tiny locomotive. So pretty detailed startup sequence. You hear the guy walk in, open the door, close the door, just go in and fire the thing up. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny. This is the car body length without couplers, 3 inches long. So very, very short locomotive, and tells you how much technology they really fit into this thing. Now we've got, let me go ahead and move it. So the headlight's very dim, hard to see with all this bright light on. Really hard to see with just this angle too, so as you can see it's right there. I'm going to try to find a happy medium where you can still see the headlight. But yep, there's the headlight, LED directional headlight, so it does turn on in the other direction as well. Go ahead and turn all these lights back on now and do some sounds. There's bell, horn, New brake release there. Only moves kind of quickly once you get it going. So like I said, a fully functional decoder. Didn't see a manual on this one for all the functions that Broadway has, but they have quite a few. So you hear a little radio chatter. It goes all the way up to 28 functions, so it's kind of crazy they fit all that into the locomotive. We're going to go and move it in reverse. One speed step here, so you can see. It doesn't take off as bad as I thought. I just moved my throttle a lot higher than I thought. And I guess I still have track issues. But there's one speed step. These are track issues. There have been several N-scale locomotives that just kind of stopped in their track. No pun intended. So it's not reflective of the locomotive to my knowledge. There's several different locomotives doing that on this track. So I think there's some sort of short. Need to switch it out with more reliable Bachmann Easy Track. I've had nothing but problems with this stuff for some reason. But anyway, forward, one speed step, 2, 3, 4. You can hear the RPMs raise up to 1. Everything kind of goes bananas when you're trying to move, and right now everything is very temporarily set up, and even my main layout is out, and I'm having to use Easy Track right now. But you can see the overall smooth motion of the slower speed steps. Unfortunately, that's all I'll be able to show you. There won't be any run-bys or anything, but I rarely do that with in scale anyway, unless I'm at a friend's house, but he's pretty busy right now. So that's the backward forth, some of the sounds of the locomotive. You can also hit F9 again and get shut down. So a lot of functions crammed into that tiny little decoder, and Broadway Limited's pretty smart being able to do all of that. Sounds like that's the handbrake they're cranking down there, I don't know. But pretty cool. It's really, when you think about the size and all the functions they fit in this decoder. That's about it. I'm not going to leave you with a run-by or anything due to the temporary situation here. I am moving, so please bear with me as these next several videos and videos like this and the ones before, a good chunk all the way through pretty much summer or fall, are going to be just not what they're used to be. And then we'll get back into things in the fall as I'm building a little bit of a layout, at least a temporary one until we find our permanent home, and then I will launch into a full-size layout once again. But I'll keep a couple modules up is my goal, to be able to do the reviews in HO scale. And we'll be doing reviews at friends' houses and on this test track here for N scale. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.